So as a leader, when you think about how do you help people through that change, it's one of probably the more difficult roles as a leader that I or others really have. And so I think about it in terms of think, feel, and do. What do you want people to think about the change? What do you want them to feel about the change? And then what do you want them to do as a result of that change? Because I always tell people it's not usually the change that makes you uncomfortable, it's your lack of understanding or knowing where you're going next. And that feeling of you're just going to step off because someone told you to step off the ledge, but you have no idea what's underneath you. So for me, change is really just more about it is, and it's just a way of hopefully moving forward and making things better, and that's how I think about it, so it allows me not to get stressed about it and just work my way through it. My younger daughter went to kindergarten a couple years ago, and I sat down with the kindergarten teacher, and she gave me this list of things that she was looking to help the kindergartners with. And as I read the list, I thought, holy cow, this is exactly what I'm trying to do and inspire leaders and other people to do. And they were simple things like work together even if you don't like people. It was things around be nice, remember your manners, say thank you. And it were all these things that I just thought, wow, isn't that in part as leaders what we're trying to do is remember that people are humans and that they do feel certain things, and boy, saying thank you goes a long way. I'm home just long enough to put my 7-year-old's hair up in a ponytail or whatever hairstyle she's looking for that day before I head out and do my routines. When I'm in town, I make sure I'm home for dinner, and then the work begins all over again. As far as quirky things about me, I definitely have my personal checklists, and I love checking off all the different things to make sure that I've, done them and on top of things. And as a working mom, there's a lot going on personally and professionally, so I wouldn't change that about me. I almost need that in order to get through my day-to-day life. If I could change one thing in the world, it's probably this issue around humanity and leadership. And I think it's so important for leaders. And when I say leaders, I don't just mean world leaders or business leaders. I mean for all of us as individuals to really take the time to learn about issues. That means you have to listen. That means you have to understand. And it just doesn't mean hear about things that are going on, and really think about what we all learned in kindergarten relative to the rules of how we work with each other. And I think having that civil discourse and being able to engage is something that we don't do as well as we need to do. And understanding the facts and being able to have an opinion that's well informed is really important to helping us understand each other, make decisions about what needs to happen, and then actually doing something about it versus just throwing up our hands and saying it is what it is.